structure itself, how it was rushed out the door, and the exposures that we're seeing now. And this is just, I mean, I got an email right in the middle of the congressional hearing of someone saying, hey, I have another 30 findings for you to be able to 30 vulnerabilities on the website, for you to...
While you're in the hearing.
While I'm in the hearing. And it's like, okay, so you have this amount of exposures, and we're not even doing hacking. We're just, like, looking at it from an outside view, not any type of hacking whatsoever. And we can see all these exposures. It's pretty bad.
So far, we know there's 16 separate times they've already been hacked through.
That they know of, right? So he's saying they could be hacked, and they may not even know that more is being hacked. And he went on to say, and I found this to be I felt so defeated after hearing this. You know that your security information clearly is not a priority if that doesn't fall within the percentage of the site that they've actually worked on and completed, right? So apparently, given this information that we're finding out, not only is your personal information at risk, according to this gentleman who's an expert on hacking, but he goes on to say that government agencies are at risk for being hacked into because all of these agencies are connected. So if they can get their hands on the hub and then figure out how everyone's information is connected, what do they have access to? IRS, Department of Homeland Security. How is this possible?
Because they didn't test it. The guy at the top, as we found out yesterday from Jay Carney, he knew 6 months before it launched, I'm talking about the president, that there were all sorts of problems. And yet he, the buck stops there. He made the determination to go ahead. What's interesting is it was revealed in the hearing yesterday that if you've gone online, there's a little search box. He put a semicolon in there, and it revealed with the history that apparently hackers had been in there and used some common tricks. The average website in this country gets hacked 30 to 40,000 times a week. Just imagine this. And going back just to the other point with the congressman and Mr. Chow, it sounded like he said 60 to 70% of the website, the back end was not finished, the part where you pay. Well, you've got to pay before December 15th or you're not signed up. So if you can't pay, you're not signed up. So is anybody at this point officially signed up to Obamacare? Maybe not.
True, Steve, and just goes to show you the next thing that's going to come forward is the mandate that shows individuals have to sign up to get fined. Are you really going to fine me because you can't make up a website? I mean, November 30th was the drop-dead date. November 30th, now no one is acknowledging and no one is saying that we're going to get anything done by November 30th. The president put that date out there. No one forced him to say November 30th is the second date after October 1st, but now that's all going to come and gone. But here's some other good news. You might not be able to get insurance. Elizabeth, you might not be able to get insurance. Steve, you can't get insurance.
Sure.
But a Colorado man got his Yorkie insured who happens to be 14 years old. Yes, Baxter got an insurance for him. And by the way, in human years, Baxter got insurance at the age of 96.
Well, see, which is incredible. Right, because he would not qualify under the Affordable Care Act. He would instead qualify because he's above 65. In dog years, he would qualify for Metadog.
Well, that's very good.
Metadog.
And
Steve, here's the thing. I'm trying to bring up a serious point, and you were just dragging me into the ditch. Here's
You're bringing up that the dog has insurance? That's a serious point.
One of the security